Hello beautiful souls, this is Vineeta Kumar, also known as Twinflameunion, bringing you guys February's reading. This reading will be for those that have a specific person in mind, so this would be messages from your person. We are going into February and a lot of people get caught up with Valentine's, and if you're on a soul's journey, it doesn't matter whether you're in separation or not. You still have very strong connection with your specific person, whether it's a twin flame, a soulmate, or somebody that you have in mind. This is a general reading, so stay tuned. We're going to dive deep into the reading and what they want to tell you in this reading. Of course, this will be timeless, so it doesn't matter whenever you jump into it. This would be a reading for you. So let's dive deep into the reading, but before we actually do, let's hit it. And welcome back. For those that are new to this channel, welcome. Please do not forget to hit like, share and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell so that you do not miss any future videos. You may want to check out my other content in my channel. I have a series of pep talk and empowerment topics in there that may assist you in your soul's journey. I have the other series, which is Ask Vineeta Anything. So people ask questions in those and I answered, and they are very generic questions, so it is actually, or some are a little bit specific too, but it actually gives you guys an idea if there is stuff that you have questions of and somebody else asked, or it gives you an idea to submit your questions, what kind of questions get submitted in that particular series. I have guided meditations that you may want to check out, and of course my timeless readings. I did rearrange my playlist, so you'll be able to see some of the signs and syncs as well that I have in this channel. They are under the pep talk and empowerment, but I actually created a separate list so that some of you can actually find them faster. I do love signs and syncs, so I have quite a bit of videos on that, so you may want to check that out as well. If you want to book any private sessions with me, you can do so as well. Link is in the description box. It leads you directly to my website where you can purchase and book directly from there. I don't offer any of my services anywhere else. It's always on my website, and it's a very secure website. So I just want to tell people that if anybody is getting any private messages regarding products and services and such, if it's not me, you're buying stuff like that on your own risk, and if it is me, I will tell you to go and purchase it from my website. So that's a very good sign that it is me if I'm reaching out, but I usually never do. It's usually my usuals that are looking or are on the waiting list for some of my products that are supposed to be coming soon into my website to purchase. So and usually they want me to reach out to them to tell them that it's up or something like that. So usually I don't do emails or messages to people that are not interested. So these are sort of the interested people that I actually do, because they are always telling me to do that. So having said that, we have a jam-packed reading, and I'm gonna start off, for those that know that I usually start off with the highlights of February. So, and this highlight that I am reading is of course from Tanaza's website, which is Forever Conscious. She puts out quite good articles and energy forecast for the following month. I didn't put one out for last month. She had a whole year for that. So, and you know, I didn't really put that one out. So if she had something out for January specifically, I would have brought it up. So, so yeah, we've got some highlights that are here in February. So one thing good about February is that we don't have any major planets in retrograde mode. And if you know anything about astrology, it is a little hectic if people you know, have retrogrades in certain astrology sign, or certain planets go into retrograde. It's just very heavy. So yeah, in this case, she's saying that there's no major planets that are going in retrograde mode, so that kind of helps, especially when you have some planets that do, and then you go a little bit deeper into your healing, and it's really hard. So she's got listed here February 3rd, Sirius goes into retrograde mode. And for those that do not know what Sirius is, it's an asteroid, and but it's not a asteroid that's going to be very, very heavy in terms of you know, your shadow healing incorporated, or all that sort of thing. It's actually a soft and gentle asteroid, so it's not going to be too heavy in your healing. And of course, if you guys want to read her article in depth, you can go there and do so. I'm just pulling out some of the, you know, key highlights. So if it interests you, you can always go back into her website and read that. February 5th, we've got Leo full moon. February 7 to 8, Mercury leaves shadow period. So for those that felt the wrath of that, Mercury is all about ruling the underworld, right? So you will definitely have a lot of shadow type of healing that you would have been doing. Of course, it also governs communication. So if you had issues with, you know, your throat chakra, where you were having hard time communicating things, sometimes Mercury also affects, especially if it goes into retrograde mode, you know, science stuff like technology, right? So in today's world, we cannot go without technology. It's something that has become part of our life. So in that kind of sense, it's gonna create a little bit of havoc. We are going into now February 15th, and Venus is conjuncting Neptune in Pisces. So if you have Pisces in your chart, or Neptune, you may want to take a look at that and see how that affects you. February 16th, we have Sun conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. So yeah, that's there as well. So Saturn and Sun, when they come together, it's very powerful. And in this case, it's gone into Aquarius. So that's after 28.5 years. So that's kind of interesting. So if you want to read more into the Sun going into Aquarius, you may want to check out her another article. She has a link in this particular article that leads there. February 18th, you have Sun in Pisces. And February 19th, the Pisces new moon. So for those that have Pisces in your chart, Pisces astrological sign is very, very intuitive and very, very emotional, because it's the water, you know, it associates with the water, right? So, and water is all about emotions. So so yeah, if you have Pisces in your chart, this would be a very heavy month for you. February 21st to 24th, we've got Sun conjuncting Royal Star Fomalhaut, sorry. just trying to pronounce this. Fomalhaut is one of the most intricate stars, and it's a royal star. Each star is said to be a gatekeeper to the stargate of our galaxy. So it's kind of interesting. I've never heard of this. This is the first time I'm coming across this. So Fomalhaut, it governs the southern sky and represents transformation and death phase in the cycle of death and rebirth. So it's kind of interesting. So you may want to, there is another article that she's linked on that, so you may want to check that out. And that was it. It is a short month, so there's not much happening in February. And for those that are looking at this video in time, then happy Valentine's for some of you that are going to be celebrating it. I have finished a article one third way through, so that's gonna be my goal, to publish it before Valentine's. And it's all about diving into your self-love, so it doesn't matter whether you are single or you are with somebody. Self-love is very, very important. And I am in the middle of trying to develop my 21-day self-love challenge program. So it's I have posted it in the announcements section of YouTube, so you can check it out. It's 21 days, $21, and it's $1 a day. I made it very affordable for people. It's going to be a permanent program, so it doesn't matter whether you know, you don't have the cash flow right now, which, you know, like I said, is very, very affordable, so you should be able to. And if you can, then you can save up for it. You know, see it however way you want, but it's going to be live. I'm trying to push it for February end or beginning of March, so let's see how fast I can push it through. I am currently in that program myself, trying to do that and see if I need to make any tweaks and stuff like that. So I'm actually doing it myself before I actually throw it out to people. I have done many programs in the past, and in fact I did this 21-day challenge, manifesting challenge with Gabby Bernstein in the beginning of this year, and then I signed up for Toni Robbins's 5-day challenge that was Unleash the Power Within. So that was very intense. And now I'm in the middle of a 21-day self-love project that's mine, or my own program that I have. So it is going to be out there for you guys. And the one thing that I want to say, because this is the month of love, this is the most intricate month of the calendar year that we are going into, that is going to talk about love. I want to say that if you cannot master your own self-love, there is nothing else that's going to align for you financially, health-wise, mental-wise, relationships-wise. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about just relationships with your specific person or your soulmate, your twin flame. I'm talking about even relationships with others. So everything is a mirror that portrays to you on the outer reality from within. So if you master the art from within of self-love, everything else will look really different on the outside to you, and it'll come back in different ways. So that is the program, and that's why I'm quite excited to give it to you guys. And I wanted to just announce it here because some of you guys are not on my social media social media platforms and I'm reading a lot of books, so that's it's in my mind 24/7. But yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that it's there. So let's dive deep into this reading. Messages from your specific person, and let's have a look and see what the messages are. I already shuffled the decks, so I'm not going to be too heavily shuffling them. At the bottom of the deck, this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. So that's the first card that showed up. I'm not going to take it, but I just wanted to point it out to you guys that it's here. So definitely the energy is here, whatever I'm trying to give to you guys in the reading, and that is messages from your specific person. By the way, I always say this because this is a timeless reading. Come back and always watch all my readings, because it doesn't matter where you are. Sometimes Spirit will lead you into another message that didn't ring home at that time. I really, really recommend that. And that's from the beginning. When I opened this channel, I have so many readings and they are all meant to be timeless. So go ahead and go back and take a look at something that will jump out to you the second time when you view it. And this is on point with today's messages, and this is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So we all have a specific person. I mean, a lot of us, we are still focused on our twin flame, because we are twin flames. So it all boils down to just how you feel about them, how they feel about you. So this is messages from your specific person, and this is what they are saying to you. That's right. The second card that showed up here is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. When it comes to manifesting, I always say that you need to basically not confuse the universe. You want to make sure that you have your goals and desires very clear. If you are clear, then the universe is going to be that much clearer in delivering it to you. Because if you're confusing and you're all over the place, you're not going to be able to, go for it. I mean, let's face it. When you want to buy something like a nice outfit, I mean, we all have, something that we want to get. And you have a very, very clear idea, especially if you're going to a function. I'll use that as an example. You have an idea how you want to look in that particular function. Sometimes it's based on event-wise. If it's a wedding, then you want to make sure that you're wearing the right appropriate clothing. Or if it's a party, right? If it's got a theme party, or if it's a Halloween party or something like that, you want to make sure that you have the right, costume or something. So usually when that is the case, you have already decided, you have a very good idea. And what you do next is you go and look for that particular outfit that you want, a particular color, perhaps you have a, accessory that you already have and you want to match it with that particular outfit, or the particular shoes you've got, right? And it's not gender specific, because I'll tell you this is 2023. Men are just as fashion conscious as women are. I mean, that's just the way it is. And men's clothing are very, very expensive. So especially because it's all about them looking good, and you get what you pay for. If they're going for designer or something like that, they're not cheap, right? So yeah, I want to say that their accessories and their clothing are very, very expensive. So they don't, if they are looking for something particular, they're not going to go and buy something that's like cheap or something like that. Usually they spend a lot of money in their attire or their looks. So at least today's men do. Maybe 40 years ago not so much, but in today's time everybody's fashion conscious. So what I'm trying to say is that you have a very clear vision of what you want. You have a very good idea, and then you go and look for it. So, and then of course you always get it. You always get, you always find a deal in that. You always find that particular outfit or that accessory that you're looking for. You are hunting it, but you actually do find it. So what I'm trying to say is that if you're clear, you do get it. So in this case, you're supposed to be as clear when you are wanting to set your desires and your emotions and your wants, and set it out to the universe, throw it out, and definitely you will you will get that. So messages from a specific person. Third card that showed up here is past life relationship. You have known each other before. Now, a lot of divine masculines are definitely now at that stage where they are starting to get that awakening about the connection. Maybe not a few years back as much, but now they definitely are getting that awareness, because a lot of divine feminines I know have put so much energy and time in their healing, and they have really anchored their, their shadow work and all of that sort of thing. So once they have started to do that, of course, that just means that, they're that much in advance in their journey, and their divine masculine definitely is also getting the awareness. So a lot of divine masculines at this stage, I want to say, definitely are at that stage of knowing that this was a past life connection, or this is a soul connection of some sort of nature that's very, very deep. Fourth card we've got is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And a lot of times what happens is that we are so caught up in the negative aspect of the separation phase, or that separation period, that we are not having enough faith in the fact that whatever has been shown to you so far by a universe, your guides, by your specific person, your twin flame, your soulmate, you're just not having enough faith in this. And on my private sessions with many clients, this is something that comes up all the time, and it's something that I struggled with as well. And the whole point of the journey is to have a lot of faith, and I, in my sessions, give my clients a lot of exercises to heal that aspect, the faith aspect. So it's something that will come up over and over again in your in your journey, to remind you that you have to have faith. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So this comes up in this context. It's not a negative card, but I just want to highlight the fact that when you guys were in contact with your specific person, or you are in contact with the specific person, they of course had this mask. They never showed up. They never showed you their true feelings, their true emotions. They never wanted you to know how how they felt about you, right? So in this kind of context, when I'm getting this reading out for you guys, messages from your person, definitely I want to say that the message that they are trying to tell you is that they were not true to you about their feelings and emotions. They were wearing a false mask. They didn't show you their authentic self at that time, how they felt about you. So this is a really, really good reading, and I'll just do a recap because I've talked in between here. So true love, this is the romance of a lifetime very soon. So there's going to be some of you that are going to hear from your specific person. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And like I said, you want to make sure that your communication to the universe is very, very very, very true, in the point where you are not giving mixed signals in any shape or form. Past life relationship, you have known each other before, and that is true. If you have some sort of deep soul connection with your specific person, you definitely had past lives with them. And if you are a twin flame in a twin flame journey, and you're thinking about your particular twin flame, 100%, 1000% guaranteed that you had past life with them. And some of them are now starting to recognize that. The fourth card that showed up here is to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. It is self-explanatory, so make sure that you are guarded when it comes to your faith. Faith is a belief muscle that you need to always constantly check and have it in current use and motion. It's the same thing like muscles in your body, right? If you do not use it, you're going to lose it. So you have to constantly practice faith. deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and what that meant is in this particular spread is that your specific person was wearing a mask when they met you. They did not give you true indication of how they felt about you. So if that rings home, you know, so far I think that this is on point with the reading. So I'm gonna now go into the next set of cards. This is from my own deck, so if you want to purchase it, you can do so as well. You will be able to purchase it from my website. It took me a long time, you know, to channel the messages that are here in this deck and give you guys something that kind of, you know, goes on point with the reading. And so far, whenever I brought these cards out, it always marries the other decks, you know, and it actually gives a very, very good reading. Beautiful card that showed up here. It's called Metamorphosis. Sorry, I can't pronounce today. You are embarking into a new phase of your soul's journey. You're transforming into a higher version of yourself. You are going through metamorphic changes, and that's that butterfly that's there, that's you know, transforming into you know, from a pupil into a butterfly. So, and for some of, you know, your specific people or person that you are thinking, some people have two in their life, so this one I want to say that they are going through some metamorphic changes in their life. They're transforming into, you know, another level. And that's the whole point of, you know, being in a connection, because if you are elevating into another consciousness, there is no way that they're going to be there. They're going to elevate as well with you, right? So they definitely are telling you that they have gone through that. So if you can see, this is the first stage, and the second, third, fourth, right? So then it goes into a beautiful butterfly. So metamorphosis, and that was at the bottom of the deck. I didn't take it. Ooh. This is definitely a love reading, I'll tell you this. I amaze my own ability to channel these messages. I'm very, very thankful for my guides, and you know, it's all about energy, and I'm glad that stuff like this is coming up in this reading. We've got telepathy. You are in communication telepathically. If they are constantly in your mind, chances are you are constantly in their mind as well. So this is telepathy. If you are in communication telepathically, if they are constantly in your mind, chances are you're constantly in their mind also. I had, this was a while back when he still didn't pull off. I had sent something like that to him, and you know, so yeah, I personally 100% believe that if you are constantly thinking about your specific person, then, you know, energy travels, right? It's fluid, so chances are that they're thinking about you as well. If I know that there's not much content out there that support that, but it's a psychological you know, it's definitely all psychology is what I'm gonna say. And it's, like I said, energy travels, and it travels very fluidly, right? So it's all about sharing that energy, and if you think about them, they will think about you as well. And look at that, I have faith here. I'm not going to pull it, but I just wanted to show you that it showed up here again. So affirmation. I free myself from all destructive thoughts, patterns, fears, and doubts. I will no longer allow it to control my inner being. I am a divine being. So, messages from your person. I want to say that what they are saying here is that they are also reassuring you here in the context of this reading that they are also thinking about you. So if that was something that you were wondering in your own connection with them, whether they are thinking about you or not, yes, they are, and they're clarifying it here for you. Here in the second card, it's affirmation. So the biggest thing that they are saying is that they're trying to free themselves from all destructive thoughts and patterns and fears and doubts. A lot of divine masculine embodied that very, very well. The embodiment of fear and doubt is something that they have to remove from their pattern, and is something that they have embodied so well that, and this is why they're running away from the connection, right? So this is why in twin flame connection, or in soulmate connection, they are running away from it, because they are again, look at that, I have faith again. So for some of you that really needed to see this faith word, it's jumping out here a lot. So so yeah, I just want to say that they are also trying to remove some of these destructive thoughts and patterns that are kind of taking over their life, right? Mustang. Feel free and express yourself. Do not suppress your emotions and desires. It is time to run carefree. I can't read today at all. I'm having like speech issues. Call Mustang to assist you. So in the context of the reading, I just want to say that what they are conveying to you is that after they're trying to free themselves from all these destructive thoughts and patterns and fears and all that sort of thing. And look at this Mustang, the way that it's kind of galloping, right? It's running fast, and Mustangs do run fast. When I was doing this deck, what Mustangs reminds me of is the Knight of Swords, because its movement is fast movement, and that's the whole idea of this particular card. Some of them I'm picking up that they will reach out, and they'll reach out before you know it, kind of thing. And when they make up their mind that they want to reach out, they're going to do it. They're not going to delay that aspect of reaching out, because the Mustang is here, and it's that in that energy where, like a Knight of Swords, right? Boom, it's gonna show up. So, okay, I like this card. Missing you. So this is really crazy how these messages are coming. I miss you so badly. My heart yearns for your love. I could do anything to see you right now. I am figuring me out. Please be patient with me. So, and if you can see, of course, in this particular deck, it's a male, but it doesn't have to be gender specific. It's the energy. It's the masculine that is at the end of the at the bank, at the river bank, and is looking at this really calm and serene river. And you can see that he's doing some really reflective type of thinking, right? And he's looking and he's thinking, okay, what am I doing with my life? Do I want to continue my life without my divine feminine? That sort of thing. And the message here from them is to you that they're missing you. I miss you so badly. My heart yearns for your love. I could do anything to see you right now. And I'm figuring me out. Please be patient with me. So, and like I said, before I even had this card, I was saying to you guys that, just like a Mustang, they're gonna come very, very swiftly to you. And, once they have actually made up their mind that that's what they want to do, right? So, yeah, that's really on point. Last card that showed up here is Eagle. Allow your heart to guide you as opportunities you never dreamt of will present themselves when you least expect it. Time to soar high in the direction of your dreams and goals. And that's something that is conveyed to you guys by your divine masculine, that they are at that point where they want to soar high into the directions of their dreams and goals. They have been working hard on themselves, and it's time to reap the rewards of what they've worked hard for. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got kindred souls. You have known each other before. You have deep energetic bond with each other. You feel each other all the time. It's very on point to the reading, and also a confirmation to whatever cards have come forward at this time. This is definitely a kindred connection, a soul connection. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed the reading so far. I think that it's very, very on point with the cards that showed up, that the message is very, very clear where they are in the connection with you. Let's see what the next set of cards is gonna say. Bottom of the deck, we have rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. So, it's just take it as it resonates. Maybe they have taken a break from the connection and they have tried to sit back and just ponder the entire connection and look at it from a different set of view, a different point of view. They needed to do that in order to come full force like a Mustang, to their directions and dreams, right? So it could be very well that, or maybe they are just telling you, if they feel energetically that you've been working very hard like everybody else in the journey, they're probably telling you to also incorporate your rest and relaxation, because it's very, very important that you also have that. Otherwise you're going to get burnt out very fast. So take it as it resonates. This is a general reading, it's not personal. So however way you see that message to you. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. And it is really, really on point to what I was saying at the beginning of, this reading, that you need to be able to master the art of self-love so that you have created that foundation to be able to hold the space for the love to come in from somebody else. I know that a lot of people don't think that, but that's what it is. You have to look at it this way, and I always say this, that you ask your question to you, that do you want to be in a relationship with you if you were somebody else? So if you feel that the answer is not yes, then you have to figure out in what shape or form you have to improve, in order to become a better person or be on a higher vibration, so that you have like that space to be able to hold in a really high level relationship. New love. Embrace the new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. New love could be also, I would also say that it could also mean that they are going to come in as a new person to you, a new, even though it's an older connection, it could revive into something very new, something very, fulfilling and exciting. It could be that. It could be that you have, a newfound love for yourself. It could be, them telling you that maybe you should focus on that, so that you're able to hold that relationship when it does arrive, so that you both are not triggering each other, kind of thing, especially if they've actually worked on themselves. So you want to make sure that you're in that vibration to be able to hold the space, with love, right, when they come. So take it whichever way that you feel this applies to you. And it could be also that some of you will get a brand new opportunity with somebody else, new love, new connection. So, oops, too many flips there. Messages from your person. actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. And that's why I felt that the Mustang was giving us that indication that they're going to be coming with the full force to express how they feel about you. And this is why that deception card was there, where they were wearing that mask, you know, earlier when they were dealing with you. And now they're going to come and express how they feel about you. And we've got have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So for some of you, this is probably a message from them to just make sure that you are patient with them, because you know, I mean, especially if you're getting impatient and you've been wanting this to happen for a very long time and you're finding that it's not happening. So it's just them telling you to just be patient. Even here, he's he said that or she said that. It's the energy, like I said, it's not gender specific, but you know, even in the missing you card, they're saying that as well, right? I miss you badly. My heart yearns for your love. I could do anything to see you right now. I'm figuring me out. Please be patient with me. So this is directly under that, and it's just saying that you just have to have patience. So they're saying it twice here, so which means to me that it's something that is very, very it's something that they really, really want to convey to you guys, to just keep your patience. Okay, bottom of the deck we've got listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but listen sorry, I'm gonna read this again. You're listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. Okay, so what is basically saying, and if you look at this woman, there's two phases of her, and it's, even though, well, actually it's two people here, because, and I'm going to show it to you the way that I'm understanding it here in the picture. If you look, there's two women, and this is probably like, you know, the kindred souls that I'm talking about. What they are saying is that, you know, don't listen to the outside forces and, you know, your doubts and your fears and all that sort of thing, but also to listen to things from your heart. And if you look, this woman is actually bringing the shell to the person's ear so that you know, she's able to listen to it in a different light. So basically what the entire reading of this card is, to just listen to your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but needing to listen with a loving heart. So all of these messages that are here, you need to listen to it with a loving heart. So that's what I'm getting out of this particular card. And I think that that's on point with the reading and what they're saying, to be just patient and just to listen to them with a loving heart, even though you may not think that this is what you want at the moment, right? It's what they are conveying to you. So let's have a look at tarot with this. What are the messages from your twin flame or your soulmate or your specific person? However way. Page of Earth. So in this deck, it's Page of Earth is all about Page of Pentacles, because this deck reads a little bit differently. It talks about scholarly, dependable, patient, successful, good news from financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So when this kind of card shows up here in this context, I want to just say that they are focused on a lot of their, you know, desires to either go to school or, you know, develop a career or something like that. And that's a channel that I always find and I'm always channeling it this way with the divine masculines, because I think that it's an important aspect of their you know, their state of being, right? The first card that showed up here is Magician, and it's Archangel Raziel here. You're ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. So I want to say that they are in that, you know, magician mode, trying to manifest what they actually are trying to desire, right? So they have their goals and they are trying to develop that and trying to figure out what they actually want. I mean, even the eagle is here, where it's saying something very similar. Allow your heart to guide you, as opportunities never dreamt of will present themselves when you least expect it. Time to soar high in the directions of your dreams and goals. And I think that that's something that they are actually doing, definitely. And the magician kind of confirms that that's something that they are working towards, you know, their dreams and desires and goals. And they are at that point where they are in that reflection state, because they want to make sure that whatever that they want this time is not going to be confusing, because the last time was very confusing. They didn't know what they wanted. They were they didn't figure it out at that time, but all this separation time has allowed them to figure out where they are in life and what is important to them at this point. Six of Cups also came up in this spread, and Six of Cups is six of water here in this deck. Memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. So Six of Cups usually talks about, you know, the kindred relationship or the kindred connection, the soulmate connection, right? The soul connection. So this is how I look at it, and most readers will look at it this way. The Six of Cups is all about that. So for this to show up here, that they are getting past life recollection, and they know that this is a you know, a connection that is where they have known you before, sort of thing. So they are getting that, and this is a second card that has actually shown up here as a confirmation that there's something that they are realizing, that this is definitely like a soul connection. Page of Water is here. Page of Water would be Page of Cups in this deck. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. And that's the Page of Cups, meaning that there is a chance that this is going into your person's mind, where they actually want to come back and rekindle that relationship with you, right? So, or a new phase of your relationship will start, or it could very well be that somebody new will show up. So these are just generic, so take it as it resonates to you, or however way you are intuitively picking it. Oh, that was too many cards. Oh my god, I'm not gonna take that. That's like 4 here that jumped out. I just need one more. Okay, Four of Earth is here, and that's Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles talks about holding on to something that with your dear life, right? And if in other decks, you know, you see the person is holding on to the coins. So in this deck, it's talking about being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So Four of Pentacles, or in this case is Four of Earth. I want to say that in the context of this, in this reading, I want to say that what they are thinking of is to, you know, basically hold on to this connection, or hold on to what they are right now going through in this phase, where they want to actually reach out and they want to make that communication and make that contact soon. Five of Earth, fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Five of Earth is Five of Pentacles, and in typical tarot deck, it'll talk about, you know, them leaving you out in the cold, where they have actually just left you high and dry, right? And they did that, and that's why you have that separation phase with them. they know that that's something that they didn't want to do, but they did anyway. So it's the overall reading. But here you've got the Magician here, the Six of Water, Six of Cups. I'm going to read it actually traditionally, the way that in traditional tarot it says: the Magician, Six of Cups, Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck we've got Five of Pentacles, meaning that, you know, they know that they have left you out in the cold, and they you know, they realize that, and now they are trying to step into the Magician mode so that they can manifest their dreams and desires and dissolve the fear and what else was there? The fear and doubts that they have in the relationship. They want to come out of that embodiment and embody somebody that is in the you know, in the Four of Pentacles. They want to, you know, hold on to this connection, you know, that sort of thing. So very, very profound reading so far. I'm gonna just look at couple of things that I will clarify with another deck. I won't clarify all, but I do want to clarify the Five of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles, just because I think that's a little bit okay. Bottom of the deck I've got I always keep my card upright, so Hangman, and that's what I was saying, that they are in that energy where they are doing that self-reflection. They're trying to figure things out in a very constructive way. So let's clarify Four of Earth here. Four of Earth, Seven of Wands. Okay, so again, I did kind of say that, and I kind of channeled it, and this is kind of confirming it. Seven of Wands is all about fighting for your beliefs and your ideas and standing your ground. You know, you're not giving up, right? So in this case, they want to hold on to the connection, and they want to, if you look, they want to make sure that they are not giving up on this entirely. And that's the typical energy that I've channeled earlier, and that's confirming it. Let's have a look at the Five of Earth. Oh, it's too many cards. I'm not going to take that. Just need one to just kind of clarify the Five of Earth, which is Five of Pentacles. Are they going to get out of that energy of leaving you out in the cold? Seven of Swords is here, so they do know that they have snuck out and they have left you out in the cold, and you know, some of them have ghosted you. This is the ghosted card. They know that they have done that, right? So they are aware that it's there. They snuck up and left, right? So I mean, I already know that. Are they going to get out of that zone? So let's try one more card, just because I know that that's the energy that they are in. Will they come out of it? I guess I should ask like that, right? So I mean, it definitely clarified it. But I need to know whether they're going to actually jump out of that energy. Five of Wands. Five of Wands is all about competition and, you know, competition within themselves and fighting. So I want to say that this is confirming Five of Wands about their inner battle on the fact that they have done that, and they're trying to come out of that. You know, you have a whole bunch of people that are going to war, and that's something that the major energy of that particular card in other tarot deck is saying, that they are trying to just you know, compete and go in the front, or you know, and in a battle that's what it would have been, but in their mind, in their inner battle, they're trying to remove all the chagrins that they are going through and compete with some of their bigger, you know, bigger players of that particular emotion, you know, the doubts, the fear, and you know, their inner turmoils, and the mask that they are wearing, right? All that sort of thing. They're trying to fight that and come out of that. So that would be my clarification on that particular card that is here. Okay, so let's have a look at oh, I didn't even realize that I saw, as I picked it up, I got drawn to what it's saying here. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So if some of you really needed to hear that, it's here. I picked up the deck. Like I said, I usually shuffle the decks and then I put them away and I don't even see what's at the bottom of the deck. And in this case, that's what was sitting there. So that was very profound message for this particular reading that we've got. Okay, so for the camera, I've already done a little bit more extra shuffle, and at the bottom of the deck, I always like to show you guys, and here it says twin flames. For some of you that needed to see that, it's here. So twin flames is here and your passion is igniting, and if you needed to hear that as a confirmation, it's here. So these messages, if you're a twin flame watching this is definitely from your twin flame. You know, whether you have some other romantic interest that you were thinking, forget about that. This is definitely a confirmation that it was messages from them. Okay. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Such a beautiful card, my beloved. So definitely messages from your twin flame. I guess that's the theme of this reading here. And for those that are watching it that are not twin flames, and you got drawn to this channel and you're watching this reading, this is a confirmation that your person is a soulmate, and your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So that is a confirmation for some of you on that. Or if you are still a twin flame watching this, still you can take it as that. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. So what they're saying is very self-explanatory here, to just go with the flow and not to worry about too many things. It will all flow as it's supposed to. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So that is a very, very good card to get as well, healing. And I'll take one more and then I'll see what's at the bottom of the deck. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. And that is here as well. Some of you maybe needed to hear that. What's at the bottom of the deck? Be aware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Remember I was telling you in the beginning of the reading that everything is a mirror. It is an outer reflection of whatever is going on within, inside you. So let's have a look at the messages from your twin flame from my own oracle deck. Let's see what needs to come forward. Messages from your specific person. Could be your twin flame, your soulmate. I have walked away because I did not have much to give you right now, and that's why the Seven of Swords came, and the the Five of Pentacles showed up, right? Because they did walk away from this connection, and they're saying that it's not going to be for long, but they did have to do that at a time. I am having my dark night of the soul right now. I'm having an epiphany. So that's here. I dream of you these days. I also have been dreaming, sorry, I'll read this again. I am dreaming of you these days. I also have been coming in your dreams. So for some of you, if they have been coming into your dreams, it's just confirmation. Sometimes, you know, you don't remember your dreams that you have dreamt of the night before, or you have a feeling that they did. So this is a confirmation that that is the case. Let's work together in our relationship. And that's that energy that I was picking up in that overall reading that we are doing here, that they are at that point where they are ready for that relationship that they want with you. I'm ready for a relationship with you. And one more. Well, here it is. I'm going to contact you soon. So I was picking that up. It's a confirmation. And bottom of the deck, I had to block you as I needed my time alone to figure things out. And that is that Five of Earth or Seven of Swords that showed up in that tarot deck. And of course, you know, I had to well, it was Five of Earth, which was Five of Pentacles, then I clarified it, and that was the Seven of Swords. So it's here again telling you why they did what they did. So very, very exciting messages for a lot of you that are picking up energy from your divine masculine in energy, that they're going to be contacting you soon, or they are going through another, you know, metamorphic stage where they are thinking of, you know, going out of that cycle and trying to make something out of their life and have some deeper meaning to it, as opposed to just running away from the connection. So hope this reading resonated. It definitely resonated with me in my own journey. So with that, this was Twin Flame Union. Stay blessed. All the best.